Good morning, students. It is Monday, October 5th, 2020. It's an asynchronous day again today. You have two tasks. The first one is going to be the word of the day, and then the second one is the state of matter module. After kind of talking to some students and hearing your input on how the last 2 weeks of hybrid has been for you all, some students are saying that like the amount of notifications that you're getting on your Google Classroom are just insane. And so, what we're going to try to start doing or at least what I'm going to try to start doing, is making more modules that can be done at your own pace. So today's module is just kind of like it's just a 1 day activity. Um, so just go through it like how you normally would with an assignment. But I'm actually going to place the word of the day into that module. And so, like, if it was a multiple day module, and I'll pull up this one in a sec, but if it's like a multiple day activity or a multiple day module, um, it'll have like breaks in it and it'll say like end of day one. And if you want to keep going further, you can totally do that. If you want to stay and just like go like do Tuesdays activity on Tuesdays and then Wednesdays activity on Wednesdays, you can do that as well. Um, but yeah, I know a lot of you liked, I think it was Mrs. Reister in seventh grade, how she allowed you to work at your own pace, and so this should give you that opportunity as well. If I flip over to the state of matter or the states of matter module, it'll look like this. So here up at the top is Friday's word of the day. So you had revision, um, and then here you're going to input your answer for phase change. And then there's a video right here, and they're all hyperlinked, so you'll all have your own copy of this. Just go question by question. Try to, since it is like a module, I've designed it in a way that will like is similar to how I would teach it in class. And so I would really like it if you just went question one, question two, question three, and you went in sequence that way rather than like jumping around a bunch and doing ones that like this one is just a single question while this one has you take six observations. So this would probably be able to be answered faster than this one. But this, the third question where you take observations, there's a reason why I put it before number four. And so remember that everything in this class I has a purpose, and the reason why I've developed it this way is to um, help your learning. And if you want to ask, or if you're interested to know how your learning might be affected by how this is set up, then we can have that conversation. Um, but unfortunately, since we are uh, given the circumstances, we're not able to have necessarily those conversations in a full group setting like what we did before. Uh, but yeah, as we go through, just make sure that you're answering all the questions. If you see one that has six bullets like this, I would like you to fill all of the bullets in the spaces below. If there's three, obviously fill only three of them in, and so on and so forth. If you want to add more, go ahead and do that. But this is the minimum that I would like you to fill in or to answer for these ones. Yeah, so each question has a text box that you can answer in it. If you have questions about the activity at all, make sure that you send me an email or you can pop into the Google Meet and I'd be happy to help you out. And then lastly, uh, we are going to, so like here would be the end of day one. So in the future, let's say if this was a 2 day module, there might be a line across the bottom that says like end or stop here for the end of day one, and then it would go on the next page for day two. And so it allows you to continue if you want to keep going. I won't post that way. I can like at least keep the amount of notifications that you're getting from my Google Classroom to a minimum, and that should help you out as well. And then the last thing that I'm kind of thinking about, and I know Mrs. Goodwin does this, is the Wellness Wednesday. So using that time to kind of or go back through and provide feedback to all of your work. If there are keys that I need to send out, we can do that, and then we can have conversations. Maybe I'll look at like some grouping of different students and try to pull them in, or pull you all in, and we can have conversations around certain topics and things like that. I think that might enable me to engage both the online students and also the face-to-face students the best. It allows me more time to do that. So I think I might be pushing for something along those lines where it wouldn't necessarily be a new activity. it would be like finishing up the one from before, or continuing to work on a module if you uh, just want to spend your time doing it that way. So that's something that I'm interested in doing. If you have any feedback for that, let me know. But this is your activity today. Remember, word of the day is right here. So it's not going to be a question on Google Classroom. I'm just going to embed it into each module every single day like this. So you'll get less notifications from me. If you have questions, of course, send me an email or hop into the Google Meet, and I'd be happy to help you out. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I will see you in the Google Meet, hopefully.